It's time for another episode of Pinch Witcha Squinty. Yes, I'm wearing the bathrobe of doom, and I look like crap. And you do too! You look like crap. I don't care who you are. You could be a handsome, chiseled young man with perfect white, straight teeth, a beautifully groomed head of hair or beard, but you still look like crap. And ladies, you're not immune. You might have perfect, beautifully sculpted long legs, topped with a pair of firm, round, high buttocks that you could bounce a quarter off of. You might have the perfectly turned pair of boobs with a lovely pair of nipples. You might have long, luxurious hair and a gaze that is at least engaging but perhaps even hypnotic. And you might even have a pair of kissable lips. But you still look like crap when you get out of bed in the morning. You're not immune. And that's what's happening to me here. I look like crap, and so do you. And that's why we're going to take a pinch of snuff. So here we go. Pinch Witcha Squinty. And now you know why I don't ever try to do a Scottish accent. Yes, that was my attempt at a Scottish accent. Ugh, up yours. Oh, Indian white. Oh, I took that too deep. Hey, this hanky smells like salty chlorine. You know, this is kind of a depressing time for a lot of us. We're approaching the holidays, and the holidays are really tough for most people for a variety of reasons. But now we have COVID restrictions. And in Minnesota, I'm not sure what the suggested number of people is, but for most people, it will limit the number of people that can come to their holiday celebrations, Thanksgiving, Hanukkah, Christmas. It's messing with people's normal rituals of life. And now we've been told by our governor, the Honorable Timothy Walz, here in Minnesota, that we can't sing when we're together. We can't shout and have a vivacious political debate, which a lot of folks do at the holidays. We can't laugh out loud. Because if we do any of those things, you see, we become coronavirus cannons. Boom! And everybody gets sick. You have to wear a mask when you're not actually eating your Thanksgiving dinner. And, in fact, you're supposed to try to remain 6 feet apart. Makes it a little tough to pass the stuffing. So it's going to mess with a lot of family traditions that are kind of the glue that holds us together as families and as communities. I don't know what they're going to do in my town. They usually have a community Thanksgiving dinner for people that would otherwise be alone. And I don't think that's going to happen this year. And yes, I know all this stuff is necessary. You can't go to church on Christmas Eve. You know, the midnight mass for Roman Catholics is probably the time when the church gets the most filled up. You can't do that. Got to maintain your social distance even in your churches. Of course, no problem if you want to go buy some liquor, or in marijuana legal states, you can go get your weed, no problem. But you can't go to church. You can't sing Christmas carols. It's going to be tough. And so I've been looking for positivity, and actually yesterday I got some. This is great. Now, I have never corresponded with Mr. Rosinski, Rene Rosinski of Rosinski Snuff in Frankfurt, Germany, ever. But just out of the blue yesterday, I received an email from him giving me some respect. That, in fact, was the subject line of the email, respect. Because apparently I was able to determine some details of a tobacco of his that I reviewed that other people have missed. And that made me feel really, really good. And that led me to my new holiday survival theory. We might actually get through this and not get suicidal and not get the feeling that we're the only person in the world and whatever, if we can take every social interaction we do have and make it as positive as it can be. Now, for me, that means acknowledging someone's kindness to me, not being over the top, not being false about it, not being disingenuous, but just thanking someone sincerely when they do something nice, or congratulating somebody on doing their job well. Man, this is the best Subway sandwich I've ever had. Thank you. You know, hey, thank you for bringing my mail. It makes me feel more connected to people. You know, thank you for being my wife. I love you. I love you. I love you. I know I'm a pain in the ass, but you put up with it, and I love you for it. Giving some love as best we can from a safe distance. I think that's what's going to save all of us this holiday season. And I want to invite any of my viewers. If you are feeling down, pissed off, freaked out, I'll keep your secret. But send me an email at unclesquinty@gmail.com. Let's talk about it. Let's connect. I think connection, even though we're not allowed to connect, is going to be one of the most positive things we can do for each other. And I hope you will do that. I hope you will write to me if you're feeling down or even if you're feeling great. Let's talk about how we feel. I'm not a real touchy-feely guy, but this time of the year, especially, I think it's important. And like I said, we've got some new COVID restrictions. I understand their necessity. I don't know if it was necessary to lock down the entire country of Spain for 6 months, but that's their government's decision. I don't think it's necessary to tell people they can't sing, but maybe it's necessary and I just don't know. But if we can keep a handle on our own positive feelings and share those with other people, we might just get through this. I'm going to do another pinch here. Ugh. The handkerchief smells of salty chlorine. And you know what that means.